Almira, over to you.
Oh, sorry.
Over to you.
Welcome back to the studio. It gives Yasser a chance to powder his nose. Welcome, Alexandra. Congratulations with what a victory. First of all, please tell me a little bit about your preparation, and especially the depth of your preparation. How far did you know the position and the plans?
Well, I mean, I might be mistaken, but I think Hampi never played knight f6 at all. I mean, she preferred the Italian. And d5, it's out of curiosity. This morning I asked myself, well, I knew that there is such a line, and I started analyzing it. You know, I always blame myself because at some point I start analyzing lines that should never, I mean, happen in the game. But I spend so much time, and then I don't have time for like the main lines, and that's what happened today. But apparently, I mean, everyone seems to try to surprise me. I mean, that started in Nicosia. I couldn't guess a single line, but here I was just lucky, very lucky, because this morning I just, you know, decided to like watch this line. Just yeah, and I didn't, of course, have time to like analyze it very deeply, but I saw that it's a very pleasant endgame. So bishop b3, yeah, here right. It's like seems to be like a trendy move because bishop b5 was played in the game between Vidit was playing with Black. Yeah, I think Yesipenko Vidit, and even though Andrei won, Black was fine after the opening. So bishop b3, Yesipenko played then after this game in some world blitz, I think, and I think he didn't capture on b6. So that's the line goes. It's quite forced. Bishop c5, yes, here, and I think he played bishop f4 or something like this. Or at least I might be mistaken, but bishop takes b6, that's what I was planning to play. No, that was another game. I'm talking about the game Yesipenko in the World Blitz. Maybe it's not.
So this is a novelty, bishop b6, and is this a new concept?
Well, maybe. I mean, again, I haven't analyzed it deeply. I just saw that the engine gives a small plus, and I said to myself, okay, it's such a pleasant endgame, you know, you're not really at risk of anything, and you can just play for 2 results, which is very, very nice. And it's the first game, it's still jet lag, so, and I mean, I've had so much trouble with my white games in Nicosia just a week ago, so play it safe with white. I mean, I like this idea, and I was very happy about the outcome of the opening. But then I was not sure about knight e4. I mean, I thought maybe I should have played knight f1 with the same idea, because it seems that she has to play rook e8, and then I can play knight g3 transposing to the game, because yeah, after knight e4 she could have taken on e4, and then rook takes e4 and rook e8, h to e8. Yeah, and even though I can take on e8, she has to take with the king because of bishop a4. But it's so, I mean, rook e1, king d7, I mean, it's so close to this opposite colored bishop. Even, yeah, I was looking at bishop d5 during the game because she was thinking for a very long time. But okay, rook a7. And of course, it's a very, very pleasant endgame for white, but is it like winning? I was not sure, and I was a little bit, I mean, mad at myself that I didn't play knight f1, and I was very relieved when she played rook h to e8. So we kind of transposed to this knight g3, bishop g6 position.
This is such a lovely positional idea, knight g3, h4, h5.
Yeah, h4, and I was sure that she was going to play h5. And I was not sure what to do here, because I was thinking about taking on e8 and playing rook d1, but still, I thought that she must play h5.
Okay, and let's have a look at the end of the game, where,
it was
like,
very nice.
Yes, it was well, study-like, and I know how much you like the studies. So let's have a look where that's like it started. No, then here, yes.
Yeah, we were in time trouble, and
I think bishop c5 was a very important mistake. Even
well, when I played c3. I mean, I saw this line and I thought that bishop c5 should not be possible. Of course, I didn't see why, but it's somehow, you know, this little like domination and all the tactical motives, they just, I mean, well, you just have this feeling that it shouldn't work, you should be winning. But since time trouble was approaching, I repeated the moves here.
Yes. Were you hesitating here? Were you choosing between the move bishop e6 after knight a7, let's say, bishop b6?
No, I didn't consider bishop 6.
So you were always calculating bishop a4?
No, a4 as well. Instead of bishop a4. I mean, when I was going to this position, I thought that a4 also seems to be very nice, but I didn't see anything after bishop f7. And even though, I mean, my position seems to be very nice, but it's not like a forced line anymore. And in the game, I mean, I thought that she has to play knight d4, king to d6.
Knight d4, king
to d6. But then f5, exactly, bishop takes d4. I capture on g6, rook f2, king h3, king e5, and I take on d4. Or I play g7, or king d5, or, okay, I have this idea. Well, yeah, but you can play king c5 or king whatever. And I thought that I can always capture on d4 and play g7. And I was so happy that I saw this line, and I said to myself, okay, it should be winning, but then she played knight d5, king d5, she surprised me, but again, I just have this feeling that the king is, okay, you have to activate your king in the endgame, but this is not this kind of position.
This is such a beautiful position, Alexandra. We don't have much time today. I still have one more question for you, which was actually important because you won so many tournaments, and I think what touched me the most after you won the World Cup, you said that this victory doesn't have exactly the same flavor as when I won the World Championship when I was younger. So could you explain this?
Well, when you get older, I mean, you don't have such energy anymore, you don't have such motivation anymore. I mean, you lack many things. Of course, you're like getting experience with every, but you know, this experience, you just forget lines and forget your own games. It's just been too many. And it's like every new tournament, I mean, every new year, it's already quite an achievement because you kind of force yourself to go on and to work, to fight, to like, I mean, stand up after defeats. But victories, they are so sweet at this point because you don't play for victories anymore. You just play, you know, to go on, to continue, to enjoy the game, to create some masterpieces once in a while. And if you happen to win, and it's such a relief and it's such a pleasure. You can never compare like a victory when you're almost 40 and a victory when you're 20, when you're just supposed to win. And here you know that anything can happen. So it's
well, it's a masterpiece indeed. Thank you, Alexandra. Well, we wish you a lot of luck for the tournament and, well, to savor the victory, you know, tonight.
Thank you.
Thank you so much.
Our congratulations as well, Alexandra. A very
nice
important